What is up, guys? The Fire Eagle here, and today we're going to be ranking all of the 100 Johto Pokemon Gen 2. Uh, Last time we did the Kanto Pokemon, the original 151, so we're going to continue the series in doing Gen 2. Let's get started. We got Chikorita first. Chikorita is just super disappointing. It's not my favorite starter Pokemon. I'd put it in D tier, honestly. It's my least favorite starter Pokemon in the entire series. We got Bayleaf next. I actually like Bayleaf. I'll put Bayleaf B tier. Meganium's kind of disappointing as well, so I'll put Meganium C tier. Cyndaquil is isn't even my favorite starter Pokemon in this region, but the this line is just so strong. In fact, I might even put Typhlosion up in S tier. And then we got Totodile. Totodile's got an A tier for me. Croconaw, I don't really like Croconaw. Feraligatr as well, though. Those two need to go up in S tier. This is Sentret, I believe. I believe his name's Sentret. I mean, he's just a normal type. He's like the Rattata of this region. So, I guess B tier. He's not as annoying as Rattata, though. Furret's cool. I'll put Furret up in A tier. We got Hoot next. Hoot. I like how it's only out at night. It gives it more variety from the other early birds in the other regions. So for that reason, I'll put it up in B tier. Same with Noctowl. In fact, Noctowl is even cooler. I'll put Noctowl up in A tier. Lediba, boring. Ledian's kind of cool. I like Spinarak and Ariados. Kind of annoying with the Poison Sting, but I mean, all the early poison bug types will do that to you, so. Alright, next we got Crobat. Crobat's S tier. Like I said, with Golbat and Zubat. In Gen 1, they suck. In Gen 2, or any generation after that, they get a pass just because of Crobat. Because Crobat's so cool. Alright, Chinchou. Chinchou? I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Chinchou. Chinchou, I guess B tier. Same with Lantern. I never really used them. Next we got Pichu. I guess we'll put Pichu up in A tier. These two are going in D tier for the same reason as the Gen 1 ones. I'm just not very fond of them. Togepi. I'll put Togepi in B tier. Togetic C tier. I don't really like Togetic. Natu. I like Natu. And Xatu. Xatu's cool as well. Mareep, A tier. Flaffy, B tier. Ampharos, leaning S tier. I love this line. It's so sad that they're not in Pokemon Crystal because that's my favorite Johto game. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. I guess you could like transfer an egg over in that and then hatch it, but eggs in Gen 2 suck. So Blossom, the Vileplume is superior to Blossom, so C tier. Marill. I never use Marill. I don't have anything against it, so I guess B tier. Same with the Azumarill. Sudowoodo, I like its gimmick. How it's just a fake tree, and you have to do the watering can on it. So I'll put it in A tier. I like Politoed's design, so I'll put Politoed in A tier. Hoppip, these things are stupid. D tier. Same with Skiploom. I guess Jumpluff's alright, but I don't like this line. Apom. Apom's B tier. I like Apom. Sunkern. It's so weak. But Sunkern's alright. Sunflora, I hate this thing. One, it evolves from the weakest Pokemon. And two, it just sucks. It just isn't good. Next we got Yanma. Yanma is good because of Yanmega. How it got Yanmega. If it never got Yanmega, it'd probably be down here. But because it got Yanmega, it's going up in B tier. Wooper. I mean, there's not much to say about Wooper. Wooper's quite a funny guy. Quagsire as well. I'll put Quagsire up in S tier. Espeon. I mean, Espeon's not as cool as Umbreon, but that doesn't mean I hate Espeon, so I'll put Espeon in B tier. Umbreon has to go S tier. Murkrow. Gen 9 competitive. I hate this thing. I, because I played at the beginning, like in the first format. This thing was everywhere. You couldn't use any like stat changing boosts or anything because it just had Prankster. Ugh, I hate this thing. So we're gonna go. I'll put it D tier. I'll put it low D. It's not as bad as Sunflora. Slowking. I'll put Slowking up in A tier. I just like the Slowbro line a lot. Slowpoke, Slowbro, yeah. Misdreavus. Misdreavus. I mean, it's not even really in Gen 2. You get it at Mount Silver. That's right before Red. That's right before the end of the game. So, I don't really know. I guess C tier, B tier. I mean, its design's alright. I'm gonna put it C tier. Unknown. I'll put Unknown B tier. I like it. I mean, it's got all these. Every unknown. There's like 30 unknown forms at this point, so. Let's see. Wobbuffet, hella annoying. F tier. Girafarig. I like Farigiraf, which we'll get to it whenever we do Gen 9. And that really saved Girafarig, so for the same reason Yanma's up here, I'll put Girafarig in B tier. Let's see. Pineco. I mean, C tier, I guess. Fortress is funny. I'll put Fortress B tier. Dunsparce, S tier. He's like 5 foot long. He looks like he's about a foot long. And he's got the Dunsparce now. He's just funny. Alright, Gligar got possibly the coolest evolution ever, so A tier. Steelix, its face looks kind of goofy, but he's a giant steel snake, so that's pretty cool. Snubbull, D tier. Granbull, C tier. I mean, I don't like this thing. I guess Granbull's alright, but yeah. Nothing's as bad as these two. Actually, there is something. We'll get to it later. Quillfish. I like Quillfish's design. It looks funny. Scizor. I guess high. I'm gonna go high A tier. I really like Scizor's design. And he's just really good. So, Shuckle. This thing has an incredibly high base stat total for some reason, even though it was like 10 attack stat. And that always made me chuckle. So, I'm going to put him in B tier. We got Heracross. Heracross, we're going to go A tier. It's a cool bug type. Sneasel got a really cool evolution as well. Like Gligar, so we'll put him in A tier as well. Teddiursa. I like the Teddiursa line, and we'll put Ursaring up there. And also, I have Ursaluna shiny, so, and I think I got it as a shiny Teddiursa, so I had shiny Teddiursa, shiny Ursaring, and then shiny Ursaluna. So that's I like this line. I'm fond of them. We got Slugma. I mean, I guess he's alright. Magcargo actually was my first shiny, so I'll put Magcargo up in A tier. Swinub. I got like 4 shiny Swinubs in Legends Arceus. So I'll put him A tier. Piloswine, I'm going to put Piloswine B tier. I feel like Swinub's a little bit better. We're not doing that today. Okay. Corsola. I mean, I don't really have any feelings for Corsola. It's just kind of there, you know? Remoraid, same thing. I like Octillery. I like the octopus, so put him in A tier. Delibird. I like Delibird's design, but he's just so stupidly weak. So I'm gonna put him A tier. If he was strong, maybe S tier. But he's just so weak. You'd be stupid to use him in a playthrough unless it's a challenge. Mantine. I'm gonna put Mantine in B tier. I mean, I don't really feel anything towards Mantine. Skarmory. I like Skarmory's design. I'm gonna put him A tier. Houndour. I'm gonna put Houndour not A tier. I'm gonna put Houndour B tier, and I'm gonna put Houndoom A tier. I like Houndoom's design, and I usually have Houndoom on my team whenever I Feraligatr. So yeah, I like Houndoom. And Houndour's, I mean, he's cool, but he's not as cool as Houndoom. So, Kingdra. Put Kingdra B tier. It's really annoying whenever it uses double team, so that's knocking it down a little bit. Phanpy's A tier. Same with Donphan. Donphan is just really cool, and Phanpy's kind of cute, so yeah. Porygon 2, A tier. It's just a it's a duck. It's like a computer duck. It's a 3D model. It does like some animation that I find pretty funny, so I'm gonna put it up in A tier. Stantler. I've always liked Stantler for some reason, and then whenever it got weirder, that was really cool. So I'm gonna put Stantler up in A tier. Smeargle. This thing can go to hell. Tyrogue. This thing's not very cool. But Hitmontop, on the other hand, A tier. I really like Hitmontop. Elekid. Elekid will go ahead and put B tier. Same with Magby. Smoochum is absolute trash, and these two are just kind of there. You know, they're just baby Pokemon. Pichu's the only one you'll see me put over B tier. Miltank D tier. I don't like Miltank. Same with Blissey. I mean, Blissey's a little bit better. I'll put Blissey C tier. Miltank's annoying, especially Whitney's Miltank. Oh my gosh, I hate that thing. Blissey. I mean, it gives you a lot of good XP, which is why it's not in D tier. So, Raikou, I like Raikou a lot. Entei, it's very close between A and S tier for me. I'm going to go between Ampharos and Scizor. And then Suicune's S tier for me. Like I said, Pokemon Crystal is my favorite version of Johto. So I like Suicune a lot. Larvitar. I'm gonna put Larvitar B tier. Actually, Pupitar's gonna go C tier. Tyranitar has to go S tier. I mean, just look at him. He's even better than Dragonite. They made a better pseudo legendary. Hot take. We're going Lugia. Lugia's gonna go A tier. Ho-Oh is going to go above Lugia in A tier. And then finally we got Celebi, which is gonna go B tier. Okay. So that's the full list. My favorite S tier probably gonna be Feraligatr, so we'll put him at the top. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.